So this is a lesson in basic Rasgueado patterns, and the intention of the video is not really to teach flamenco technique. There's great books and videos out there for that. This is really just an exercise for the right hand more than anything. And it strengthens the right hand, it's a great warm-up, and it's really great for the hand position, and I'll talk about all of that. As an example, today I'm using exercise number 9 from my technique ebook, 20 Favorite Exercises, which you can get from thisisclassicalguitar.com. It comes with tab and fingerings and notation and everything that you need. So, like I said, we're using this partly to form a good right hand position, and as well as to as a good warm-up for the hand and a good strengthening kind of exercise. If you're dealing with young children or something like that, giving them flamenco pieces can be really good. It's great for your classical technique, actually. One of the reasons is that when you move your fingers outward in flamenco, the fingers or the thumb, this kind of activity, you can't really have a bad hand position. Like, it doesn't really work. You get all cramped up. So if your hand position is really poor when you're doing flamenco, you can't really do it. So it kind of encourages you to bring that wrist up, to engage this upper knuckle in the hand when you're playing. And so it's very healthy for classical guitar players. So I'll walk you through the exercise, just kind of showing you how to do it, nice and slowly, and then I'll give you some practice tips as well afterwards. So the exercise starts with a really easy first 2 bars. So you're going to take all of your fingers, rest your thumb on the 6th string, take all your fingers and curl them up, and then one at a time, nice and slowly, release the fingers. So release first the C finger, the pinky finger, then the A finger, then the M finger, then the I finger. And then you bring them all back up and you do it again. Later on you might kind of do one finger at a time. You might have them all up and then go. And then when this finger goes down, these would go up, so you can start the circle over again. The third bar of the exercise throws them together a little bit faster. So if you're going I, so that pattern is I, C, A, M, I, C, A, M, I, or down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So the first line. C, C, M, I, C, C, I. Like I said, I'll give you some tips a little bit later in the video. The next pattern will go just a continuous loop with that. So it's going to go C, A, M, I, C, A, M, I, C, A, M, C, A, M, I. You just want to make sure that you have a solid rhythm. Don't worry about speed. Lots of people want to practice flamenco stuff really fast and do all the fun, like, you know, fun things that are kind of just a hand gesture and a musical gesture. But right now what you want is finger independence, so releasing one finger at a time. You also want it to be exactly in rhythm, so you're correcting with a steady beat and all those things. Because remember, this is from a technique book, this is a beginner technique exercise that I'm showing you. It's not a flamenco thing. It's just to learn finger independence, to become comfortable, to become accurate. Anyway, the last line of the exercise just tries out some other patterns. The first one being I, P, I, P, A, P, A, P. So, if you're going through that, once again, I'll do it with directions. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If the open strings are annoying, you can always hold a chord, actually, like A minor. It's more fun. And then the last exercise in this one is I, so I, P, A, I said, you can grab chords when you're doing this. And you know, you can increase the speed later on once you have the control over the exercise. Okay, just a couple of tips. Remember, if the volume is bugging you, you can always put your hand over the strings where you don't bug your neighbors or your sleeping kids next door or whatever. And you probably want to rest your thumb most of the time when you're using just the fingers, just to support that nice arch to the wrist. So if you don't have a very secure right hand position, just make sure to go on the website, go to the lessons tab, and check out all the lessons on how to hold your hand, so arching the wrist, moving the fingers from this upper joint and the way that it's designed. And when you're playing, resist the urge in Rasgueados to play down perpendicular to the strings. You really don't have to play perpendicular like this. You can just throw your finger outward, diagonally across the strings like this. So you just want to use your hand in the way it's designed, using lots of the reflex-oriented motions of your hand. Like that. Moving out just across the strings. Don't bend the wrist. You go like this. Don't bring the wrist down. Just nice, comfortable, straight wrist. So from the forearm into the hand, straight. And then just extend the fingers outward. Don't continue to go perpendicular with the strings. Besides that, like I said, this is an exercise, so maintain your hand position, go really slow, execute the rhythms accurately. There's really no point in just going for it. If you want to do that, pick up some flamenco pieces and just do it. But if you want to work on your technique, you just have to go slow, do each one. And you can try out all the different patterns. Some movement in the wrist is definitely allowed, but I'd really encourage you, particularly if you're developing your classical technique, to keep most of the fingers, most of the action, most of the movement in your actual fingers. That way, you're learning finger independence and control and stability, so that you're not all over the place having to react and having problems with accuracy on the strings. Keep your forearm generally straight. But like I said, a little bit of back and forth is okay. But for the most part, for stability reasons and for the development of your hand position and classical guitar technique, keep it mostly in the fingers. So that was exercise number 9. I'll be doing all 20 exercises, but these are, you can either just get the ebook off the website, or you can just watch the videos for free. So thanks very much. Next I'll do number 10.